Hi guys, this is Chels Daft and this is different. I'm going to do a different video. Rather than focus on the 5-minute news the next couple of days, I'm going to try and understand what the hell is going on with Chelsea's transfer news and the rumours, trying to make sense of everything. I did a great big long video the other week, an 18-minute video about players we're being linked with. Is there any credit? Is there any substance? I'm going to try and break it down. Goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and then the forwards. Looking at the players that we've already got, players that are being linked with leaving the club, players that are coming into the club, and just trying to make sense of the nightmare that is the daily transfer news, the Chelsea transfer news, that, let's face it, changes from one day to the next. So let's start with the goalkeepers. Let's get cracking. Let's start with our very own goalkeeper, Kepa ARRIZABALAGA. Signed in August 2018 when Chelsea paid the release fee to Athletic Bilbao, 71.6 million, the world's most expensive goalkeeper. Kepa's 25. He's made 61 appearances for Chelsea since he joined us. This past season, 43 appearances. And when you think of Kepa, you think of someone that has got massive amount of ability, massive amount of potential, but someone who's a little bit error prone. And let's not forget, he didn't help his cause with a situation in the League Cup final where there was some confusion between him and Sarri, got overexposed. Kepa was made to suffer for it for a few games, then he got his place back. But it's this season and what's happened this season in certain games leading up to the point when he was dropped that has caused all this stir and just furor about Kepa and his place in Frank Lampard's plans going forward. So looking at his stats for the season on WhoScored.com, he's got an overall rating of 6.44 from his 43 appearances so far in all competitions this season. But it's the games that led up to him being dropped where the focus has been made. We lost at home to Southampton 2-0. He was poor that day, given a really poor rating. He was given a 6.03 rating. Then we went away to Arsenal. We beat Arsenal. If you remember Tammy Abraham's late goal, we won the game 2-1. His overall rating for that game was 5.97. And don't forget, these are out of 10. We then went to Newcastle away. Remember, we dominated the game. They sat defensive, scored a late header, and we lost the game 1-0. In that game, he was given a 6.19 rating. And then we drew with Arsenal 2-2. And in that game, he was given a 5.45 rating. So Kepa was underperforming. He was then dropped by Frank Lampard. Willy Caballero came in. I don't think he's the long-term answer or solution. And then he got his place back in the side. Played the cup game against Liverpool where we won 2-0, and he was in goal for the game against Everton where the last game we played where we won 4-0, given a 7.03 rating. So the future with Kepa is up in the air, but who is it that Chelsea are being linked with, and who is it that Frank Lampard wants? So to Andre Onana, the first goalkeeper that we're being linked with and more recently being linked with for a fee of around 25 million. Onana's 24. Andre Onana joined Barcelona in 2010, having come through the Samuel Eto'o Foundation in Cameroon. 5 years later, he signed for Ajax in 2015, then made a breakthrough into the Ajax first team squad in 2016. And since then, he's made 122 appearances in that time. Onana's rating this season from 39 appearances in all competition is 6.81 over the course of the season. And that's been affected by the one performance or one game that he played in the Europa League against Getafe, where he was given a below 6 rating. But Onana is known for his strengths in the game. He's known for his shot stopping and his reflexes. He's strong, and he's been linked with a move. And there's reports today stating that Frank Lampard and Marina Granovskaya could clash about Onana and Kepa. Kepa more so because it would mean that Chelsea would need to sell someone they've invested heavily in. Now I wonder if it could be Onana, it could be anybody else, but it looks as though if Lampard wants to get rid of Kepa, he could come up against it with a real problem with Marina Granovskaya. So you've seen Onana. Who else is there that Chelsea are being linked with or have been linked with previously when it comes to goalkeepers? So to Gianluigi Donnarumma, the 21-year-old over at AC Milan, who's been linked with a move away, up to around 50 million euros at one point. Donnarumma started his career over at Napoli and in 2015 come across to AC Milan and has been involved in AC Milan ever since. He's made 166 appearances since that time. This season, from 38 appearances in all competitions, Donnarumma's got an average rating of 6.86 for the season, according to Who Scored. However, it's unclear of the situation with his future. Is Donnarumma like Kepa? Is he somebody that you're going to take a punt on and you're going to spend 50 million on, and he's going to come over to this country and he might struggle? Would Donnarumma be a risk at 50 million? If you're going to get rid of Kepa, who paid 71 million for him, you're going to go and pay 50 million for Donnarumma? Or will you go and spend money on Onana, slightly more experienced, much cheaper, half the price? Whenever you sign a foreign player to come over to the Premier League, it's always a gamble because you don't know how they're going to settle into life in this country, how they're going to get used to it, the culture, and then the Premier League. So it's a gamble. Then there's the ridiculous link that we had to Manuel Neuer, who at the moment has got a contract situation going on with Bayern Munich. Is Manuel Neuer a realistic target? Neuer, who started his career at Schalke, who signed for Bayern Munich in 2011, has been there ever since. He's made 241 appearances for Bayern Munich. Up to this point in the season, he played 50 games for Bayern Munich with an average rating of 6.71. He's going to sign a new contract. Surely he has to sign a new contract. So that link to Neuer was absolutely ridiculous. And finally, the 27-year-old goalkeeper over at Atletico Madrid, Jan Oblak. I mean, Atletico Madrid always insert massive release fees into players' contracts, and Chelsea are never going to pay that. He's got an average rating for 50 appearances this season of 6.59 for the season. He's been at Atletico Madrid since 2014. I cannot see him leaving Madrid. And if you're going to try and sign him, you're going to have to. If you are going to try and sign him, you have to pay big money. And we all know that this summer is going to be all about loan moves. So I can't see Oblak or Neuer ever contemplating leaving their clubs. So it's really down to three goalkeepers for me. It's between Kepa, it's between Andre Onana, and it's between Gianluigi Donnarumma. As a Chelsea fan watching this video, having seen Kepa have his little dip, do you believe that Kepa has got what it takes to come back and be strong and survive this speculation? Or would you sell him? And who's going to pay the money for us to sell him if we want to get rid of him? If you do want to sell him, then who would you choose to replace him? Andre Onana, Gianluigi Donnarumma, or is there somebody else such as Nick Pope maybe from Burnley, or Dean Henderson, the Man United goalkeeper who was on loan at Sheffield United? Let me know in the comments section below. That's it from me for this video, trying to work out what is going on with these Chelsea transfer rumours regarding goalkeepers. If you like the video, smash that like button for me, then subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure you hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. The channel is normally about the 5-minute news, but these couple of days I just want to do something different. Hope you've enjoyed it. Post all your comments below. See you all next time.